Over the last few years, Thunder Bay has seen an explosion of independent local coffee shops open up in the core of the northern downtown district. With such a diverse community of coffee lovers, Thunder Bay brings many unique and exciting coffee experiences to the city. And for these small business owners, it's not just a latte with an artistic design, it's much more. A place to meet, a place to reflect, and a place to learn and grow.
We are a gourmet coffee shop featuring all local coffee beans, as well as a lot of local baking goods and other product, as well as being a art gallery, a painting gallery in particular. So the concept here is that in the front space we show local artists largely. All the work is for sale, just as it would be in any private gallery space, and then every couple of months the work will change completely. It's all about doing really exceptional quality in terms of the coffee and the product, as well as providing a really nice space featuring local artists. So.
Has been a cafe for about 6 years, but before that we ran like a fair trade, import-export business here, kind of like a head shop. Yeah, it was good. I traveled all over the world, so a lot of the resonant artifacts and tables and furniture and decorations here are all from leftover remnants of my travels around the world. So trying to keep that international vibe going, and trying to be a little bit of an education too, kind of like help people discover the source of their coffee and their products. And I've always wanted to educate people on the source of their goods, and that's why we had the import store, and then this is just an extension of it being the coffee shop. So.
Each of the local guys really has a different flavor of the atmosphere, right? I mean, we've got places that are really cozy and quaint, and I think it's actually one of the best things about small and local independent coffee culture is that you can enjoy a different atmosphere in each one of these places. And some days you might like the atmosphere that we have provided, and other times you'd like to go and sit down somewhere else. And that's the main thing that I'd like to bring up, is that each of these places has a really nice atmosphere, and somewhere, that gives you a different feeling and, a slightly different flavor and this kind of thing. But, there's something so nice about those little variations, You go into any Tim Hortons, they're all the same. You've got that same sort of sterile feel. Same with, your Starbucks or whatever. It's very cold and commercial. Whereas all of the little shops are able to sort of produce that a much more unique and often warm atmosphere.
We try to think that we give a unique customer service experience here. We know a lot of our customers. A lot of customers are regulars. I think that aside from the product, which is excellent, we have excellent products, both food and drinks. The best I can get on the market, actually. But we like to think of when people come in here, it's more of an environment of hosting a good experience. So we really want to have, help generate stories. We want people to kind of have, a feeling like they're kind of nestled inside something and feel safe, right? So.
See, in coffee, the ultimate thing is freshness of the product, okay? There's a lot to be said for how well the roaster knows their work and is able to roast the beans to perfection, as both of our roasters, of course, do. Rosenkrantz Roasting Company and Wolfhead Coffee Company are both the two suppliers of beans that we use. The simple fact is that we are able to get coffee off basically the day after the roast. And then my policy in-house is to keep nothing older than 2 weeks. So in my opinion, this means that when we're producing coffee through the espresso machine, we're able to pull like only the best of the flavors from coffee that's possible. So we're using local, very fresh beans, grinding them right before each shot is pulled, and then just having the machine dialed in just to the right place so that we're calibrated to pull only the most exquisite flavors from the coffee.
Our products here is Oso Negro is one that I found hitchhiking a long time ago. I've been kind of following them around for 20 years. Every time I was traveling around Nelson, meet up with the people, we'd all be sitting there smoking our cigarettes around the electrical panel outside our coffees and planning a revolution of the world, We get our coffee from Nelson, BC, and I love dealing with them. We embody the same feelings of like fair trade, organic, it's down to earth, grassroots, and it's everything that I'm about, actually.
I mean, to say that we're not competing, of course, would be obviously wrong. I mean, it's certainly the case. It's a kind of a crowded market. It's grown to become a fairly crowded market. But it's always been my feeling that we as independent coffee shop owners would be really wise to work together because if we were able to advertise and market together and pull even a fraction of a percent of people away from the big boys, Tim Hortons and Starbucks, there would be plenty of money for everyone to get to survive just very comfortably. So in a sense, yes, of course we're competitors, and a lot of the time we share customers, right? So, people one day would of course like to come and sit here, and another day maybe the other place, and that's fine. Especially if we can start to draw people away from the big box, really corporate coffee culture.
Is there competition amongst us? Of course there is. But what we've tried to do collaboratively with other coffee shops is to get more people involved in the coffee shop scene. There's a lot of people go to Tim Hortons, they make their coffee at home. They don't even know, they've never had the epiphany, the feeling as, hey, I'm sitting down and I kind of feel free and the vibe is good, and I'm out of my house and someone is serving me and I get to have like a good gourmet thing. So I think the goal for all of us, rather than to have that, is try to really provide that experience to people so that people come in. So people come in, they leave with a great story they're going to tell people, and the customer base is going to expand. That's going to feed all of us. That's going to kind of keep the coffee culture going and keep those stories going and keep people in the cafes and talking to their friends and bringing their families in and having these excellent stories. Like, these independent coffee shops are basically just people creating good vibe and good energy, and
I want to see this place as a bumping community hub, doing the local music events that we do regularly, as well as an open jam night, and at one point we were hosting yoga sessions, and it's really been my goal to make this place essentially a place where people want to come and host their events or just engage with other people in the community.
To be honest, I don't know where things are going. My thought pattern is to the end of our 2-week schedule, for real, and we're just constantly kind of reinventing ourselves here, and it's fun, and it'd be great to just thank all of our customers and our staff for being part of the process. It's small, it's just serving coffee, but underneath it, I guess, is something so much more, and we're trying to make people feel safe and people feel good, and hopefully people can leave here looking at the world that much brighter.